guys. Welcome to Isolation Comedy by Comedy Wham. I'm Colton, and this is the last show we're gonna do. So you are in for a doozy. We've been doing this since March. We have a wonderful show. We've brought it all of our favorites back. They're here. We're doing a couch thing. It's a couch play, and I am so jizzed up for this show. If it came out my eyes, they'd be pouring down. You know what I'm saying? There it goes. If you don't know what this show is, you're like, what? Why am I missing it? Sucks. Your COVID just sucked a little bit harder. It's been a hilarious comedy show, not stand up. If it was a stand-up show, let me remind you, I'd be yelling at you to shut the fuck up in your own mouth. Okay? I'd be saying, purchase 2 drinks. I'd be saying things like, don't talk. But here, we want you to get blackout drunk and yell at your comedy, at your screen. If you want to chat in with us, that's cool. We'll answer. In fact, I'm going to do this a little bit, but I would love to know what your favorite moment of this huge fucking long thing that we never thought we were going to do this. We've been doing this since March. We've had over 10,000 comics. It's been nuts. We've raised over $5,000, and I've hosted 26 times. So I did a thing where I got a tattoo on my lip.
Oh my God.
I'm kidding. Yeah, no, I do. It is a real tattoo, but I got it for graduating hair school. That's real school. I did not come out to my sister before, and I was like, hey, what do you think of like inside lip tattoos? She's like, they're for faggots. And I go, why do you think that? The only people that get them are giving blowjobs. And I was like, whoa. What kind of blowjobs are you giving? Anyway, my favorite moment probably starts off with MK's little spinach nipples. Those are fun. Jared McCorkle, he just showed us his full package on the first show he ever did. That was fun. Appropriate. Right. I'm not bringing it up like it was inappropriate. We all wanted it. He just knew from the laughs that I was going to want that. He death dropped for like 6 minutes, his whole set, and did a in hockey pads. And then I said, "Are you okay?" And he said, "Actually, I'm bisexual." So there's that. Jasmine, of course, brought her goddamn sparkles all the way to California. So we're going to get a little glimpse of that. Annie Main screaming from her patio. That was fucking hilarious. JT Kelly took a break from his date. He was on a date, said 1 second, I'm going to go outside. Got butt-ass naked for us. We were excited. And I'm sorry this has to stop, okay? We're going to continue the show. We're going to go out with a bang, and we have prepared a wonderful show. So hop in, hop out, tell me what it's all about or something like that. All in the chat. It's comedy, baby, comedy. I don't want to do jokes now. I was going to be like, what's up with airplanes? Okay, I'll do one. I'll do one for sanity's sake, because what a fucking whirlwind this would be to follow, okay? Does anybody have that city that they hate because their ex lives there? And anytime anybody asks you how the city is, you say, oh, San Diego? You want to know about San Diego? San Diego doesn't listen to your fucking feelings, okay? San Diego's mom can shut the fuck up, okay? One time San Diego's, whatever. Anyways, I was in San Diego last week, or I should say San Diego was inside of me. And oh boy, I'm kidding. I didn't have sex with San Diego. I'm kidding. I did have sex with San Diego. It's one of my top recommendations. Mwah! It's always pleasing for the chef. This is so fucking whirlwind. Actually, if you've been watching this show, this is exactly how it goes. I do a weird shit in the beginning, and then a wonderful list of comedians round out the show. So how about we just do that? How about we do that? Make some goddamn noise in your own house. Oh, stay home, okay? Look at this. This is delightful. I got a pedicure and they gave this to me. It says stay home. And you know what? You know what else should stay home? Your fucking friends, okay? Your friends should be in their houses right now. So invite them in here so we can be safe and get a vaccine or something. Oh yes, but how do you give money to this? How much money did you give? Free? Yes, this is a free show. So you're in the right spot. But if you wanted to give $5, that would be just like pretty cool. Right here is how you do it. And I'm sure that you know. And we're lovely to see you. Okay, let's do it. Katie, are you ready? This is the person who is the most vesty of all vesting people of the goddamn COVID. Give it up in your own goddamn house for Katie Felton.
Hey.
Hello, I am here with bells on. Can you hear that? No, you can't. Yes, I picked that Nicolas Cage couch because I figured that was the closest I would feel comfortable sitting on his face. I am spirited. I've been in the holiday mood pretty early this year. I think it's COVID related, so I've been watching all the Lifetime movies, and I'm just really jealous that all these girls find their soulmates in 90 minutes. Like every time gets me. I want to get on whatever small town shit that is. I'm also jealous that they all have crazy decorated houses on like a freelance small town journalist budget. How they afford all the Christmas decorations, I'm not sure, unless they just have the most jizzed up Dollar General around. Wherever that one is, count me in. This is my call for more Christmas documentaries. I don't think we have enough hard-hitting news about the woes of Christmas, and I need something to bring up at the dinner table because fighting over politics is just getting old now. So I feel like I really need something to bring down the mood, which I always get my facts and sad things from documentaries. So come on, people. Let's talk about how mall Santas are raping more boys than the Catholic Church or something. I'm ready for it. I do love docs though. They're my favorite genre, so that's why I really want a Christmas doc. And of course, after I'm done watching a doc, I change my life completely based on what I just watched. So like when Marie Kondo came out, I cleaned up all my shit. That one about the Bikram yoga one came out, and so now I don't do yoga with my girlfriends on the weekends anymore. And it just makes me wish there was a documentary out there that talked about how if you go down on a woman for more than 5 minutes, it helps you build muscle, just to see how many bros watch documentaries. Yeah. Speaking of pleasure, I got the most realistic vibrator to a boyfriend you can get. As soon as I'm ready to orgasm, it just stops completely. So really getting that boyfriend experience. And then I opened the drawer and found an empty bottle of whiskey. So mystery solved. This is interesting times we're living in for sure. I feel like everybody's become a lot more socially aware of what's happening in the world, which I think is great. But I just have this one pet peeve, which is that people are changing folks, Folks, to folks, Folx, which I don't get. I'm here to tell you that the letter K has no gender, so I think we're okay. We're all inclusive there. It's only a problem if you put 3 Ks together. So, I've really been into this like whole monolith news. So if you haven't been following, these like random silver things have popped up places, and my theory is that aliens went to the Modern Museum of Modern Art and just went around and looked at the art and decided that they could also do modern art and dropped a monolith in Utah. Because I know when I go to the MoMA, I just feel like I could definitely do that too. But I'm surprised like nobody really cares as much as I do, that people are saying like, oh yeah, there's definitely aliens out there. All my friends are into like Taylor Swift's new album. And I'm like, unless she's telling us she is an alien and that's how she writes all these songs, like, how is this not more important? It really blows my mind. I don't know. I don't get it. I am in Arizona right now. I'm from Austin, but came to visit my parents here for the holidays. So that has been a wild ride. I feel like I need like adjusted hours because my mom comes in and interrupts me 24/7. And if people with kids can get adjusted hours, then I should too. Like the other day, she came in and said she needed me for something, and it was to compare our heights. So that's where we're at. Yeah. I also feel like their house is the Hansel and Gretel house. Like I'm on this journey with them. If you don't remember, Hansel and Gretel is the German fairy tale where the kids go wandering in the woods, come upon a witch's house. She kidnaps them, tries to eat them, and then they shove her in an oven and escape by finding their way home from the breadcrumbs they've dropped along the way. And I'm at the part of the story where they're in the witch's house. Like, this house is just full of candy here. My parents are slowly trying to fatten me up. And I'd rather stick my head in an oven some days than have to help them with another IT issue. Yeah. So I lost like 15 pounds, and like I said, my parents are slowly fattening me again. So originally I was like, oh no, what am I gonna do with all my like chunky humor jokes? But just another 2 weeks and I'll be fine again. Don't have to think of any new jokes. But it just makes me think of like when we could date. I would be on these dating websites and I would always get surprised when some kind of rich guy would match with me, and I would be confused because it's like he has pictures of himself on the balcony of his penthouse apartment, and I just didn't really understand what like the like was there. But then I figured it out, and I think they matched with me because they think that I too am rich, because I look like what a Renaissance painter used to paint rich people as. I'm just very white and doughy. So, okay, that is all from me. Happy holidays.
Yay!
righty, Felton. Hell yeah. Looks like I got a new couch. The casting couch got a new interior director. If you're a fan of porn, you'll get that. Couch. The casting couch. I didn't know. I don't like that one because it always felt like the most abusive of all the fucking genres. You know, where I'm like, dude, they're just trying to get a fucking job. Like, God. Oh, I mean, there's other kinds that's worse, I guess. But you know what? If you're just joining us, this is a comedy show. It's isolation comedy, and it's the last one we're ever doing. So get your friends in here. You're never gonna be like, well, you can catch them next week. No, get them in here. Get them in here right now. I don't know why. I'm like a fucking sales carman right now. This next comic, though. Ooh, you're gonna want to see this comic. He's from Atlanta. Looks like he doesn't have a couch in his current house. But he's looking to upgrade houses to have, you know, all sorts of furniture, I assume. You probably seen him on Epics, 4th and 10 podcast, and, you know, isolation comedy. You guys give it up for Damon Sumner.
What's going on? What's going on? Listen, I don't have a couch. I'm in my car. My wife told me to go get some curry paste. It took me 20 minutes and I didn't make it back home in time. So we're out here beside a graveyard doing live comedy in a pandemic. What's up? Let's get into this. You understand? I'm very nervous. So if I look left and right, I'm unsafe. This is not part of the bit. I want you to know that. I'm in a dark night. Let's get to it. But yeah, I'm excited to be back, man. I'm excited. Let's talk a little bit. I miss the old world. A lot of old things I miss out on. Like I miss Ebola. Let's talk about it. I miss it. It was a good time. We don't talk about it enough. I miss the old viruses. Ebola was good to us. We need to bring that up a little bit more, man. It was a good time for us out here. I was just out in the plane, just raw dogging the toilet seat with Ebola. No worries. Nobody batted an eye with Ebola. Nobody wants to talk about it, but I'll talk about it out here in these streets, okay? This pandemic, I'm worried. I hit with Ebola, we were free. We were playing shirts and skins in the streets. We weren't worried about nothing. But not anymore. Not anymore right now, man. It's a good time. Ebola, that wasn't real. We look back, I was like, Ebola was like the bully in middle school that had asthma. You know what I'm saying? Just like, sit down, Bernard. Wasn't worried, man. I miss it. I miss those old viruses. Listen, if you told me I could go get some froyo tomorrow with no mask, I would snort anthrax off this dashboard right now. I would do it. I want that whole world back, man. I miss it. You're going to send me some powder in the mail. I bake that cake today. You understand? If I could go have a good time for free, man. It's a good time. I just want to be able to go out to the park and laugh while my tongue out. You know what I mean? Remember good belly laugh on a Tuesday? Oh my goodness. We can't have it. We can't have it anymore. It's tough right now. The other day, I was picking up some curbside barbecue and I made the mistake of licking my fingers. I had to go home immediately. This is it. This is how I leave on beat tips. Oh, I'm out. You can't die like that. You can't die with wet tips. You know what I'm saying? That's not a good look. That's not good. I knew it too. Mid decision. You ever make a decision and midway through, you're like, this is gonna be the end of me. Like I was just mid-turn. Oh no. It's a different era, man. It's a different era. Lots going on. I knew America was going to struggle with the pandemic back in July. I knew that back in July. I was doing an outdoor show. The show goes well. Middle-aged white woman. She walks up to me, tries to give me a hug. Problem number one, man, where have you been? Okay. Problem number two is she offered me a margarita from her water bottle. I was like, what is this? Is this Get Out? What are we doing here? I was done. It was that good, man. You can't trust them. It's so much, man. It's so much. I think that here's the thing. I think a couple things. I think one, if we're honest, the pandemic has got the vaccine talk of the town. I don't know if you guys are if you're watching this here, wherever you're watching it, if you're gonna do the vaccine or not when it comes. I believe in science. I believe in the vaccine, but I do believe that we can be skeptical of the scientists. Some people say you got to trust them. I was like, Their track record is not pure, right? Scientists track record is not pure because some of you guys remember when we woke up one day and realized Pluto was gone. Those are the same people. Those are the same people. But you know what I'm saying? Pluto was minding his business, had a corner office, didn't have no racist tweets from '08, minding his fine business out here. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, he's selling Buicks in Tulsa. Nobody talks about that here. Those are scientists. Those are scientists here. That's all I'm saying. They're not perfect. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying we gotta be a little more. You can't be so gullible. I'm like, I don't know. I drink a milkshake when the moon is out, and I got bubble guts for 2 days. But you gonna solve a pandemic? Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Why do I still get hiccups in 30s? I don't know what that means, sir. But you're gonna solve the world's problems? Okay, that's fine. I don't get it. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on, man. I'm trying to do a lot too. I'm in my 30s as well. I'm realizing a lot about myself as well. That's the thing I've realized. Like I just realized that there's certain things in 2020 that we got to make sure we stay in 2020. Like when we get into the new world, right? When we're free, just no mask, no pandemic, 2038, when we're in the new world, you know what I'm saying? Living life. There's certain things we got to keep behind, right? Like community pools. We got to shut that down. That can't leave 2020. Community pools 2 days ago, I found out white people don't wash their legs. So we got to shut that down. Got to shut that down. Maybe not you fine white people here, but your aunts and uncles, they're disgusting. I'm going to let you know right now. Got to shut it down. Got to shut the bowl of nuts. You remember that phase in your life? Just walk into a bar and restaurant, just free nuts, just who want nuts? We got nuts, just free nuts, just public nuts. I thought we all knew nuts are private. Obviously not. Obviously not. That's probably why we're in the pandemic to begin with. All right. It's a lot. It's a lot. Clowns, can't trust them. You can't trust clowns. I can't trust a man who's always happy, but I know his soul is dead. I can't trust that at all. I like all men after 2020 need to have their face fully visible. No makeup, no hats, no hoods, nothing. You got to have your face fully visible in 2027. You know what I mean? But here's the thing. I think we can realize this is a good group of people. It's like a nice PTA meeting. I feel like we could be honest. And I feel like we all know there's a certain type of people that can't leave 2020. There's a certain type of people who can't be free in the new world when we're out here. And that's anybody who has an outie belly button. We can't have it. We cannot have it. Cannot trust them. You hear me? Statistically, there's 3 people in this Zoom room, and I hope you don't make it to Christmas. I can't trust you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't trust someone who's got the little Monopoly thimble coming out their crop top. I can't have it, man. I can't have it. It's not good for us as a people. You remember the Salem witch trials back in the day? Burning witches? Those were just people with outies. That's all that was. Burn them alive. Burn them alive, man. Listen, man, I got to get away from this graveyard. This has been a lot of fun. I'm Damon Sumner. Appreciate y'all.
Woo!
Oh, hey guys, new couch, new me, new comic. How about that? I had just watched Teflon the documentary.
Oh.
Yeah, those scientists fucked up too. Lied to us. Hey guys, put in the comments right here. What shows have you been watching? I don't know. Maybe we'll get to know you for our last fucking show until we dissolve forever. How about you follow Comedy Wham, where you can find out all about Austin comedy, Austin podcasts, Austin shows, Austin open mics. How about that? Get in there and get into your wallets. You guys are so rich. Oh my God. Throw the money in here. How do you do it? It's right here. It's right here. We don't keep any of the money. We give it to all the comics. And also don't feel guilty if you can't drink more. That's what I'm doing. Hey guys, this show is brought to you by vodka. See how it goes. We're gonna we have a couple more comedians, so I feel like I might get a little more fun, but I also might get a little bit more lengthy in my in-betweens. We call them not hosting, because that's not what I'm doing right now. But what I do want to do is give it up for your very next comedian, who has been on here 4 times. He is probably the best comic runner that I know. He runs very, very well and far. And again, well. He runs well. Give it up for Gabe Cortez.
Yay! Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Gabe Cortez. I was just taking a look at my credits and they are wildly out of date. The running show that I hosted died with everyone's family members from COVID. It has been absolutely terrible. The radio show that I did also went ahead and died because I realized that hosting a radio show in San Marcos, Texas is the worst thing to do for your career. I got an average of -2 listeners. People honestly left the station and refused to listen to my show. It was a fun time. It was a fun time. But you know, since March, I really haven't been home much. I don't know if this relates to anyone, but I haven't been home. I'm really missing home, especially now with the holidays. And as everyone knows, I'm from the South, and being Southern makes me really want to go back to my family and get those Southern roots. So I just wanted to teach y'all how to make my mom's sweet tea. Okay, and that's it. Thank you. Thank you so much. And if we could get a $5 dono for that sweet tea, I will send it to you. I will send the sweet tea to you in an envelope, stamped and approved by the Postmaster General, if he's still alive. I don't know who's alive anymore. Are y'all still alive? I know I'm close to death. It's okay though. These zombies coming, you know, COVID zombies. I don't really care. I got my strap. Okay, so I got my guns. I don't give a freaking heck anymore. Okay, so let me just find something a little bit more comfortable, and let's go ahead and learn how to make some real, authentic Southern sweet tea. Okay. So first you want to start with some Louisiana sweet tea. You take the family size bags, you get 2 of them, okay? And here's what I like to do. I like to go ahead and cut the bags open, okay? Cut them open, empty out all the tea in the receptacle. And once you empty out all the tea in the receptacle, you get that loose, okay? You don't want no bag flavor. You don't want no bag flavor at all. Bags make you gay, okay? That's what I learned. So first thing you want to do, you want to go ahead and start with a nice tea base. You want to put some sugar in there too, okay? Because the sugar really helps the tea bind to it. So you pour in your hot water. It's been hot for about maybe 15 minutes. I don't know. I've been boiling it for a while. Sound like a goddamn racetrack in here, okay? Just going, you know, I can't whistle. I never learned, but and then you just go ahead and mix it up. It honestly smells pretty bad. Don't really like tea too much, but smell pretty freaking bad, guys. Pretty freaking bad. Y'all know that smell when you've been outside foraging for possums and it just smells like a bunch of dirt and leaves? That's what this smells like, okay? Ooh, wow, that smells like in between my toes. Okay. I think it needs a little bit more Dollar Tree sugar.
Oh, jeez.
That's enough. That's plenty of sugar. That's plenty of sugar. You know what's crazy? The water was right here, and now it's right here because of all the sugar. That's how you know the tea gonna taste like dirt and sugar. You know what I love? I love doing comedy shows for all my friends. and coming up with a bit 3 hours before a show, and then realizing, oh shit, I have no materials. And you go out to the forest and you find these leaves on the ground and you say, tea's made out of leaves. Let's put these leaves in the tea. Yeah, baby. Okay, put the leaves in the tea. You know, this is actually the Canadian flag. Canada is my favorite southern state. So put some of the Canadian leaves in the tea, and then you throw it in, and it steeps real good in that hot water and sugar. You know, these leaves taste like absolute crap. But it's probably just because Canada is a little socialist for my taste. So I don't really like it. But this is how my mama did it. So I'm going to honor my mama so that she don't say, Gabriel, y'all stop sleeping around with boys now.
What?
That's what she used to say. This need more sugar. That's plenty. It's rising, guys. I think we're going to pour some out. Ow. I hit my hand. I burned my hand. Oh, Lord. Okay, guys. So this is the real fun part. Get your pencils and pens out because here's the secret ingredient. Thank you so much, Marcus. You like the way I say Marcus? Get your pencils and pens out. The secret ingredient to my mommy's sweet tea is a spoonful of funfetti icing. Yeah, make it sweet, guys. Make it sweet. Looks like mayonnaise. Looks like a what was the word we were trying? Jizzicle? Were we trying to say jizzicle? Right? It looks like a big old jizzicle. Delicious. You can put some of those sprinkles in there, but again, try not to act too fruity. And need some more sugar. That was 2 whole things of Dollar Tree sugar. I spent $2 on this bit. All good, looking all good. All right, now tell me that doesn't just make you want to puke your pants. Okay, let's pour up some. Oh, delicious, guys. Looks like some hot toddy cider. So this is how you make my mama's sweet tea. You add some ice if you want, but I just like to drink it as hot as possible. My sweet tea is made. Thank you guys so much. I've been Gabe Cortez, yours truly.
Gabe Cortez. Wow. Wow. I was wondering the entire time how much you spent on it. You didn't mention how much you spent on the icing, but I was jizzed just to see it. It was amazing. That's the word you were looking for, not jizzicle, which I think is disgusting. You fucking freak. Hey guys, if you're just joining us, some of us are doing an inside bit, and I don't know how many of you guys are catching on to it. Screen, though, and it has nothing to do with that either. But this is Isolation Comedy Show. If you are here for free, that's exactly the right price. And I won't pressure you anymore, but he did just spend $3, I'm sure, at least on that bit. Gabe, who knows? I thought he was going to chime in. Instead, I'm going to keep it fast and keep it quick for somebody who's done the show the most amount of times. We call her the smallest hands in the biz. Give it up for Anna Valenzuela.
Yeah.
No. No.
Hello. Yay!
Hey!
I have a professional microphone plugged in and it fucked me. All right. Hello. Hi, who needs a hug? I need a hug after that. Oh no, I'm hugging everybody. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. First off, I am a little insulted that I have to follow my son, Gabe. Son. And I'm older than I look, so he could be my son, and that bothers me. Going right here thinking about it. Also, Cochino, you know better. Don't talk like that. Fucked up my tea recipe, and then you told everybody about the funfetti. How dare you? I just can't even. Hold on, let me get my better microphone. Hello. Hi, everyone. See, this one always works, doesn't she? I'm always happy to be on an online show, and being on Isolation Comedy has been a fucking delight because I tried to do one in-person show, and I got chased around by an old white dude who basically was like, hey, can I sit in your mouth? Can I into your mouth? I'd like to get as close to inside of it as possible. So they continue to not have boundaries, ladies and gentlemen. I am wow. I this quarantine's been it's been quite the experience. I'm so sorry, Valerie. I only have one tiny hand tonight. You could tell this show was going to go down because I'm missing a tiny hand. So now I've just got one of these creepy puppets that you get from the Mexican dollar store, and a tiny hand. So they will be doing the work. I talked to my grandmother the other day, and she's a fun lady. Here's what you need to know about my grandma. She has been married and divorced no less than 7 times.
Oh.
Yeah. She is also a marriage and family therapist. What? That's a joke that wrote itself. I'm so excited. That will be my inheritance from her. She's a fun lady. I kid you not, she once called me and was like, Anna, I just want you to know that in my opinion, you're a solid 6 out of 10.
Oh.
I was like, girl, that's a fun way to find out you don't want to fuck me. I am your most fuckable grandkid, as I am the oldest, and you get around. So rude, Dr. Ruthless. How dare you? She's just so fun. She is having a very fun quarantine. Guys, hold on to your socks. My grandma in quarantine has herself a new boyfriend. Yes, she is 88 years old. What the fuck's wrong with your single asses, huh? Yeah, she's out here getting all jizzed up in her 80s. Yeah. Doing it, Grandma, doing it. Oh, God, she is getting jizzed up, too. She was telling me about her sex life, because, again, no boundaries. And wow, I had to have a very strange moment of my adulthood. I had to have the talk with my grandmother. Yeah. With my 88-year-old grandmother. It went better than when I had the talk with Gabe. I'm gonna be honest with you. But so I had to tell her, I was like, Grandma, it's really important. Doctors want you to wear masks, they want you to wear seatbelts, and they want you to wear protection. Okay? It's important. I know that you are 1 foot in the grave, but understand STDs are a huge problem in your community. It's true. Old folks' homes rampant with the HPV. They get the herpes. They have fun, man, because they've got no responsibilities and every day could be their last. So she's just having a good old time. And I don't know if you've ever heard a 88-year-old woman's eyes roll over the phone. But guys, it sounds like two boulders scraping over sand. That's what it sounds like, which is what I assume that's the sound of her having sex. I think that's probably the sound. Yeah. Yeah, grandma's fun. I was there for her very last marital breakup. I was there for the last divorce. Yep. If you want to know how to make a comedian, do that. Whatever that combination of things is, do that. Yeah, his name was Sheldon, not young Sheldon, the oldest Sheldon. Very old Sheldon. And he was a real fun guy. He never stopped being made fun of in my Latino family because he once climbed up into a tree and to trim it, which you're not supposed to do. We know that. We brown people, we know that. We all got a gardener, like we all got a cousin. And climbs up into the tree and cut the branch he was standing on. Yes, and that was somehow less of a danger than marrying my grandmother. That was yeah. Ironically, if you want to know what two 70-year-old therapists breaking up is like, guys, sounds just like two boulders scraping over sand. That's exactly the sound. In fact, that part never works. We're killing that part of the joke, ladies and gentlemen. It's dead to me. I'm very distrustful of people in this pandemic getting married. Have any of you gotten married? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got married, Colton?
Yeah.
Colton!
Hey!
Colton! I only have like 60 seconds, but I gotta yell at you. Hold on. Bad plan! Bad plan! You know how we know this is a bad plan? Have you seen the movie Speed starring Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves? Remember that movie when they slide out of the bus, because they're free from bus terrorism, and they slide out and they kiss. And Sandra Bullock says, I'm a psychologist, and I gotta tell you, getting together in a state of trauma is a bad idea. And they go, la, la, la. And we all think, oh, they're gonna live happily ever after that trauma. You know what happened next? Speed 2. That's right. You know who wasn't in it? Who wasn't in Keanu Reeves? It was just Sandra Bullock on a cruise ship, on a cruise ship, trying to hold the whole franchise together. And I don't want that for you, Colton. I don't want that for you. All right. I hope you signed a prenup. You guys have been great. Thank you so much. Good night.
Hey.
Anna Valenzuela. If you are currently booking cruise ships, my schedule is wide open. All your cruise ship shows, and please take me. I need out of this fucking house. Yeah, no, a cruise ship sounds great. I will do Disney cruises for fucking parents. I don't know. What are there? Doesn't matter. Hey, how about another comic? This next comic, you're gonna fucking love her. She's the fucking best. What is this? Should I talk about it? I'm not gonna talk about it. Give it up for Mary J. French.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me. I know everyone at home is the reason I'm here. You voted, and now I'm here. I am what I like to refer to as a dry cleaning queer because I do have a laundry list of labels. I am a transgender, pansexual, polyamorous person because it is easier to collect identities than it is to cultivate a personality. I do plan on spending the bulk of this set discussing my identities, and trust me, that is for the benefit of everyone watching. And to demonstrate that, I'm going to tell you a joke that I wrote that's not about identities. Okay, and drum roll, please. I don't like to have my butthole fingered. I just don't like digital penetration back there. I'm really just more into anal log. I'm kind of a hipster that way. I used up. But okay, what you need another example as to why I stick to identity jokes? Okay. I always forget what the title of that Robin Williams movie is, where he dresses like a woman and children. What is that called? Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dad. Okay. No, I mentioned I am transgender. I recognize that with my current haircut, it is less obvious what I mean by that. I used to have long, flowing hair, and people were like, "Oh yeah, you mean you're a trans woman? That's clearly what you're going for." To the point where one time I asked someone else what pronouns they use. They told me they, them. And then instead of returning the question and asking me my pronouns, they just did me an up and down and went, "I'm going to go with a hard she for you." And they were right. But now with this haircut and the denim jacket, I look so potentially trans masculine that my name is probably Aiden. This bit is really just my message to cisgender people that my gender is lapping yours. I recommend you catch up. But no, I am a trans woman. I look like this because I mostly date trans men, and you are what you eat. People will sometimes ask me, why, Mary Jane, why is it that you date trans men so frequently? And it's because I love that P in V sex, phalanges in vagina. I've reached an interesting point with my gender expression because I've become gender nonconforming within my chosen gender to the point where so July 4th, okay, picture it, July 4th, 2019, pre-pandemic, I am at a pool with some friends and there's a 4-year-old, probably about 5.5 now, but there's a child who sees me wearing a bikini, hears my voice, immediately starts yelling at me, why are you talking like that? Why are you talking like that? You're supposed to talk like a girl. Make heads or tails. And I couldn't get this to go away until I told him that a witch put a curse on me. Very satisfied, he toddled away. I also I like to describe my gender expression as rough and tumble femme. I like to wear a dress, but just like a tube of fabric dress. I'll throw on lipstick sometimes, but other than that, I don't shave my armpits or legs. I don't try to feminize my voice. I do nothing. And so, but sometimes when I'm in public, people will still interpret me as if I'm a cisgender woman, which is fine. They're allowed to do that. But then they do this really rude thing where they start interrogating me as if they're Little Red Riding Hood and I just ate their grandmother. And so they'll be like, "My, what great height you have for a woman. What voice you have for a woman. Oh my, what big hands you have for a woman." And they back me into a corner and I have no choice but to say, the better to fuck your girlfriend with. Which brings me to a very important point that I've learned, which is that, as some folks may know, that there is a subcategory of lesbians, not all lesbians, but a subcategory of lesbians who take umbrage with sapphic trans women, trans women who want to date other women, because, and for the longest time, I was like, that's just standard transphobia and gender essentialism. That's them being like, get out of my dating pool. I like pussy, not dick. I've realized, I put it together, but it's not just that. It's because they're threatened, because most trans women have bigger hands than cisgender women. It's the equivalent of being hung. And so if I walk into the room and their girlfriend makes eyes at me, they feel threatened because they know that I could, if I wanted to, pick up their girlfriend like a bowling ball. I also mentioned that I am pansexual. And a lot of times people are confused by that because like pansexual, bisexual, isn't it the same thing? And they are onto something because pansexuals are bisexual gender studies minors, which is to say bisexuality is when you're attracted to two or more genders, but you're still attracted to specific genders. And pansexuality is when gender is just not a factor for you. Like if I'm into you, I'm going to be into your body. Like I'm attracted to talent. For example, if you're really good at fucking me. One of the ways, though, that bisexuality and pansexuality are similar is that people often try to erase large sections of your identity and define you entirely based on who you're currently dating. And I used to be dating another trans woman, which was great because everyone could agree we were gay. Not everyone agreed which version of gay we were. And the relationship wasn't perfect. Like it had its tensions. Like I got my all before she got hers, which was a huge source of tension. We actually broke up while I was recovering from surgery, which is honestly probably for the best because I had every intention of literally rubbing her face in it, you guys. I think that is my time. Thank you very, very much.
So hot.
This bit, or not, I was told a princess fainting couch on a porch is my brand. So I don't think I won't. I'll faint on that couch. Mary J. French, hell yeah, fuck yeah. In your own fucking house. Drink another one. What are you drinking? Vodka? Great, me too. We have a wonderful show for you guys. You're just joining us. This is Isolation Comedy. You know, pop in there and we'll tell you what the fuck's going on. If you don't know what's going on, have you ever seen a show before? Who are you? It's not your fault. We will help you in that chat, wherever it is. You guys, we have another comedian coming up. We were her first online show, I think. And I think that we were the biggest sparkle reveal. And this was back when she was not living in California. And now she's coming to you from California. Give it up for Jasmine.
Thank you. Hey. On Twitch or whatever live stream you missed. I came out, I was like, hi, welcome. And they were like, calm down. Take that shining light and hide it under a bushel. You know, like they were like, that's what I was told. I was told to shrink myself down as to intimidate the rest. And you know what? As a Black woman, I refuse. I'm kidding. That's not what I don't know. I'm doing Elmo arms right now. I'm super excited, dude. This is so fun for me. This is the first show I did as Zoom. And I remember early in the pandemic being like, I am never doing this shit. I am not so desperate for attention that I need to make people laugh at my own apartment. I can wait for quarantine to be over. I lasted like 2 weeks. Like after Tiger King, I was like, I deserve this much attention. You know what I mean? Like the universe needs me again. So then I was like, I'm gonna take this shit serious. So I got this little like ridiculous backdrop situation. It started out it started out as a way to cover up the Amazon boxes in my house because early pandemic, I was out of control. Although I will say this about Amazon, they get on my fucking nerves. Because if I order 12 things at the same time, bring them to me in one box. I don't need 12 boxes to make everyone around me think I'm both rich and insane. And it's funny too, because I feel like 2 or 3 boxes every day says, oh, she got money. She's just spending money. 12, 13 boxes says she needs help. She's not okay. Like no one's trying to rob a shut-in. Like they're like, it's not even worth it to rob a hoarder. Like you have to get through cat piss to find something. Like, you know, I don't even look good to rob anymore. It doesn't matter anyways. I'm living in the most expensive part of the country right now. I just moved to California a couple months ago. Specifically LA. I moved to LA because I'm a comedian. I have this ambition to air quotes make it. I'm not gonna lie, June and July had me feeling some things. I was like, look, the world feels shitty about racism. It's time to get famous. You know, so I was like, let's do this. Let's get over there. They're looking for Black girls. They're gonna make you famous. And then they just close the famous people offices. And I don't know, but I was like, I was told you care about Black people. Do something. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just came out here with a script and a dream and nobody's listening to me. I'm just in this little like mental thing about it. I think what the part of the problem is, and this is gonna sound really sad, but like I grew up in a household that was like lower middle class, you know, we really had to save and penny pinch. And as an adult, I'm doing okay. Really the only thing I have over most of my peers would be that I don't have children. When you've got 2 incomes and no kids, it looks like you're a little rich. It does. Like all you have to do is, as long as you subtract children, it increases your money. Like people don't, that's the money saving secret. They don't want to tell millennials. They're like, just stop drinking coffee. I'm like, how many children do you think is in coffee? Like my motto is, why have kids when you can be kids? Like anytime I think this is something a child would enjoy, I go, I'm that child. And I buy it for me and my husband went to Disney World for our honeymoons and it was amazing. We had the best time. But the funny thing about Disney World is like every time when you're in Disney World, every time you get to the front of by the way, our honeymoon was pre-COVID, it was 2019. But every time you get to the front of a ride, it never fails. There is some family that's been waiting like 20, 30 minutes and a 2-year-old that's absolutely losing their shit because they have no concept of waiting. And I'm telling y'all, it feels so good to walk right the fuck past them and do that. Oh, man. Man, there is no one more miserable than a married couple that is hardly holding on to themselves at Disney World because they went for kids. It's horrible. My husband, the funny thing is when I say I went to Disney World, especially like when I do club shows in front of like straights, God, straights are miserable. They are really, they're the fucking worst. I am a straight, technically. I don't know. I don't know, you know, I mixed around a little bit in college, but nothing that anybody would give me credit for. So, right. I'm a straight, and it's frustrating because I just like other straight people make me so sad, and not because they like Old Navy. That I'm okay with. Like me and my husband have a collection of matching plaid shirts. We literally have the same shirt NK is wearing. We have that's fine. But what I hate about straights is it's like, in order for a man to be masculine, he has to be like unhappy all the time. And like the woman has to be like, oh, he just never has any fun. And the man's like, I hate fun. And that's how things are supposed to work. So when I say that we went to Disney World and we both wanted to go, people are like, gay, your husband's so gay. I got fucked from behind at Disney World. I wouldn't call it. All the heterosexual dick I needed at Disney World. He wanted to go. He'd never been in his whole life, and he's 34. So like as a grown 34-year-old white man, was he ever going to get another chance to go? No. You cannot go to Disney World as a straight white male by yourself. Mm-hmm. That is the see something we would say something about. If any of you saw my Unabomber husband just minding his business at Disney World. You would get on the phone with whoever you call. You just hit numbers. You'd be like, hello, I know this is the water treatment plant, but I didn't know who else to talk to. Yeah, he's just in here. I mean, he's not touching anybody yet, but I'm watching him. You know, like you would do something. We would all feel obligated to stop a molestation in progress. Like we all would. I would call the police on my own husband. I would do it, and I don't even fucking do that. So I feel like I'm crazy overdressed for this whole gathering. I look like I'm singing the blues and like doing like a Christmas. What this was for is I do a little side work with these corporations for like their Christmas parties and their Halloween parties. And here's the thing is the corporations have money, but to justify giving you the money, you have to prove you have value by going to a lot of Zoom meetings. And the Zoom meetings will just be meetings where you talk about other meetings and then promise them that you'll be as funny when they hired you as you plan to be the day. I don't know what it is. And then you have to, the weirdest thing about being a comedian in a Zoom meeting is listening to the dynamic between the CEO and the other employees, because it is weird to watch people try to laugh at someone they're terrified of. Like, it's a.m. and he's just like, I know George knows what I'm talking about. And George is like, and they hate each other. And it's just so tense. And it's just, you don't know if George and Rick are like really meant to be together or if they want each other dead. It's who fucked whose wife. There's so much under the surface. And I got to have even a tiny glimpse at it all. It was magnificent and it was great. That was a little womp womp sound to let me know my time is coming to an end. And I'm sad that all this is coming to an end. So I just want to wish you all a wonderful, happy holiday. I guess, I don't know. I feel like Christmas is supposed to be happy. Hanukkah is happy, but a little soft. Is it the Muslim one where I'm supposed to be like in a respectful one? Okay, that, I hope that's respect. All the holidays, whatever you're supposed to be. Kwanzaa, I hope your Kwanzaa is lit as fuck. I'm gonna pick that up eventually. Whatever you're doing. Thank you guys so much. I'm Jasmine Ellis. Bye!
Jasmine Ellis, what a jizzed up set. That was amazing. I'm in my family's boyfriend's family's house. They celebrate Christmas, I guess. Jasmine brought up a good question. What are Muslims up to these time of year? You know, I know what the Jews are doing. Muslims make some noise. In the chat
I was the camera already on Zach. Like he went talking and it was just like
no, that's I know Zahid coming up next, but I don't want that. He's not coming up next. Who's coming up next is the Hog Johnson. MK Paulson. Give it up for MK Paulson.
Huh? What? Huh? Is this working? Am I on? Is this how you do Zoom? Zoom? No, I am good. It is good to be here. That's a hacky bit. How you doing, you come hungry butt sluts? It is so good to be with you. La, la, da, 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 da. I love dancing with a pin. That's my go-to gimmick. That's kind of what I'm known for in Hollywood. Getting on the big stage, got a nice glass of water ready to go and I'm reading Man's Search for Meaning, so not finding anything interesting in there. What What is going on with old big fat dick over here? I am doing pretty good. Living the life at my parents. I have my little Christmas tree in my bedroom. I did decorate it. Thank you. Homosexual Christmas decorator at your service. That Christmas tree on the back of Colton's picture was decorated exclusively by old Herbert Hugecock right here. And it's like they say, guys that can decorate a Christmas tree, huge penis. We're all talking about it, and we all know it's true. Across the board, I am losing my mind. Second lockdown in the pandemic. It's a little bit like every basketball game I played in high school. Am I right? I'm losing it. All right. I cannot. I am in. My mom just had a knee replacement, and boy, are her arms tired. No, she is. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense at all. But we try our best. Anyway, still better than our unremarkable host. Am I right? Anyway, it is. I can't even remember his name. What was it? Horton? I can't even. Anyway, I know that guy. Am I right? Wearing a beanie, but he's inside. Anyway. None of this is good. I am looking at just a picture of pears that I've cut out. So that is constitute notes. I don't know why I am cutting out lots of pictures of fruit these days. Really excited to decoupage something as soon as I have the time. And I do have the time, but I don't have the know-how, as we say in the biz. So anyway, I do wish I were dead. Hey, keep it going for everybody. Keep it going for everybody getting jizzed up tonight. Where are my jizz heads at? Where are my jizzy long bottoms at? It is. I am going insane. So my mom had a knee replacement, and so she has decided I'm her personal butler for the last week and a half, and that's lovely. It's fine. It's really fine. I've really gotten into germinating acorns. Anybody else? Any acorn heads out there? Where are my people that have dreams of growing a tree? I'm pausing for feedback. Nope. All right. None of it's coming. I am germinating acorns, and I had this big idea that I was going to germinate some acorns in the fridge. You just basically put them in the fridge for a while, and then I was going to plant them. And I found some old rusty tin cans at my great aunt Labina Blondina's old place. And real person, she did exist. She's probably the person that invented that sweet tea recipe, if we're being honest. It goes back. Anyway, I found these old tin cans. I'm filling them with dirt, and I'm planting acorns because life truly has no meaning anymore. And here's the thing, the tin cans, I was like, I got to have some holes in the bottom so when I water them, water will come out, right? They'll drain. So I have these tin cans filled with dirt with germinated acorns in them, and I'm taking an old rusty nail and an old hammer and trying to bang holes in the bottom of it, kind of like what happens to Colton on a nightly basis, but I'm just really trying to hit it from the back as hard as I can. And I'm not shaming. It's me too. Any of the gays on here. Anyway, I shouldn't speak for everybody, but I am because I know us. Anyway, I'm banging the bottom of this can like it is another come hungry butt slut. And I am just, here's the thing. The nail was crooked and I hit my finger and I snapped. I lost my mind. I took the hammer and I just started banging I just hit it. I hit the tin can 5 times. You would have thought I was bludgeoning something. And here's the thing. When I was doing that, the top of the hammer flew off. It was an old hammer and it flew in the air. And for like 1 cartoon second, I was like, oh, it's going to land directly on my head and kill me. And people are going to find my corpse and they're going to be like, how did he die? And what's going on with these germinated acorns? That's what they're going to say. There's just a corpse and a hammer with a separated head and an old tin can that's been beaten to death. Anyway, so it didn't hit me, but what did it do? It flew behind me and landed on the hood of my car. And it didn't just like hit and then it like went boom, 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 boom. And so I just like destroyed the roof of my car in just like a strange pandemic rage it's not a good look. And I don't know if that's a story I ever want to tell again, but that's where we're at. Let's check my notes. Anybody else walking into banks? Anybody else walking into banks and going, "Hey, big lender"? All right, that is.
Oh,
Well, things are bad. Things aren't great. You know, I did just leave my husband to get on Parlor, and a lot of great work going on Parlor. Not sure if you're checking it out. I did the other day. I was getting a blowjob in a dark forest, and I told the guy, I was like, "Hey, let's make this more like 9/11, right? Let's make it an inside job." All right, I am. A lot of discussion of brands tonight, and I did decide this the other day. My brand is kind of like if Chip and Joanna Gaines had a gay fat son that lived at home with his parents. That is kind of okay. All right, I am getting the sound that my lover makes in bed, so I got to get out of here. Anybody else into claws right now? I really like bear claws, raven claws, white claws. I love a claw. I can't get enough of these. Like it when my cat scratches me with his claws. Hopefully it's across the wrist and vertically. Anyway, that is a little too dark, and it's fine. I'm having some nice moments. I'm trying not to do stereotypical stand-up anymore. You know, I run away from it faster than my wife runs to a shoe sale, and I am, that is, you know, it's sad, but it's true because we know women. Anyway, anybody else, by the way, I'm getting out of here, but you know, we talk a lot about it's not appropriate to send dick pics. All right, we say this, but here's my counterpoint. Ladies, gals, it's not appropriate for you to just text me unsolicited pictures of your children. All right. I don't want them. And a lot of gals are doing that. Like, I just had this one. I'm like, get this off my phone. I don't want it on here. People are going to think weird things. Anyway, this has been a great set. Got real jizzed up, and really an honor. Thank you for having me on a lot of these shows. Y'all have done wonderful work. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. Let's throw it back to Horton.
I've never wanted a elephant face mask more than this moment right now. Give it up for MK Paulson.
Yeah.
All the hurtful things, I know you're just hell-letting me. I know that I have a statue in your closet, you big old homo. Oh yeah, I mean, half of your set was Colton gets fucked a lot. So, so just like, put it there. Okay. Yeah. Whatever. Hey guys, we're gonna keep it rolling. We only have a couple more comics left, but you only have a couple more dollars left. Give it to us. Put money in our accounts. I'm sure that we're gonna spend it wisely. I'm sure. Also, this episode is sponsored by vodka, so that's probably one of the good. Thank you, vodka, and thank you for our next comedian, all the way from Houston, Zahid, the most snuggly bug in the world. Give it up for Zahid Devji.
Hey, that's my opener. It's hey. What's up? Wait, I just saw MK's. It's MK's set. It's not appropriate to send dick pics. Is that true? All right, no one's gonna answer. Well, fuck you guys. I'm not even. Wow. Stand-up comedy. More. What about stand-up comedy? What about lie down? I think I just walked Colton from his own show. He's moving into the couch that he's inside the couch that's my couch. I sleep on a stock photo of a couch. I also, first of all, I didn't want to say, happy holidays. Jizz the season. Christmas isn't the only thing that came early this year. Huh? I've walked another comic in the green room. I've walked 3 comedians in the green room, and I've been doing comedy for 30 seconds. 3 people that I know or don't know were like, I don't even want to. I've walked 4. Anna left. If you're watching on Twitch, get out of your chair, go to another room. This set better be to fucking nobody, okay? I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving and did like some good Black Friday shopping. There were some great deals on OnlyFans. I don't know if you got good Black Friday deals on OnlyFans. I have an OnlyFans. I'm my own subscriber. I'm my only fan, actually. That's where I'm at right now. I live in Houston, Texas. I don't know if you guys have ever wanted to kill yourself, but that's where I live. There's do you guys remember the election? I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but you guys remember the election in November? There was people got excited. They were like, we're gonna flip Texas blue. Texas is gonna flip. We're gonna fucking flip Texas blue. And I was like, you don't fucking live here. You have no idea that that's never gonna happen. There's people here that have shirts that are like, I got 2 pronouns. It's y'all and all y'all. Like that shit was never gonna go blue. It's not gonna happen, But I'm excited because now we have, this old white president, and I feel like he's gonna do a really great job. Okay, cool. You guys get comedy. All right, cool. I wasn't sure. Sarcasm. No, I hope the world changes. I want to live in a world where we all follow each other on YouTube and everyone monetizes, but that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, right? But, because they say do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. And as it turns out, the thing that I love doing is being on unemployment. Yeah. Feels like I haven't worked in months, to be honest. It's nice. It's nice in Houston. The summer's over here. It's good because it's cooling down and I get to wear jackets, so I look healthy. It's fucking great. If you guys don't know, I have like resting cancer face, so it's good, It's good. Send those donations now. Now would be the time to send the donations. The set's gonna get worse after this. But it's nice. If you don't live in Houston, maybe you've had sex in a car and thought to yourself, hey, what if this was the climate? You know what I mean? That's pretty much, you're just constantly just doing this all the time and there's jizz everywhere. You guys get it. Hey, quick thought. Do you guys think succulents is too sexy a name for plants? Right? People ever see people start talking about succulents? I'm getting like a quarter chub going down here, man. What are you talking cactuses here? I was dating this girl. We went back to her place and she was like, do you want to see my succulents? I was like, fucking, of course. Why do you think we went to painting with a twist? I don't want to go there. Are you crazy? No one in the green room liked that joke, by the way. No one liked that. So if it was silent where you are, that's kind of the general response to the whole succulents joke. I don't know. People have been talking about fucking. You guys talking about fucking? I thought I was, straight, but I'm getting used to my bisexuality because I haven't had sex in so long. I'm like, bisexuality. Put that during the show, I think, and it's gone better than real material. Do you guys wear condoms? Doesn't matter. I always wear condoms, not just during sex, just all the time. I have one on right now. I'm not wearing any pants. You guys want to see it? I love the Magnum condom. You guys make some noise if you like the Magnum condom. Even if you're not making noise, it doesn't matter. No one can hear you. You are by yourself watching this, and you're gonna die alone. I love the Magnum condom. I think it's great. You name another condom that also covers your balls. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do it. Right? I get both balls, the dick in there. It looks like my package is trying to rob a 7-Eleven. That's how I like it. That's what I do. We got all 3. One more, we got enough for poker. You get it? I'm trying to go all in. That's all. But I did have sex recently. Please hold your applause. I did have sex, and I went to go into the bathroom before sex to kind of fluff it up. You know how you're like you're like, come on, get into it, get in the game, buddy, look alive. And so, and in her bathroom, she had, I shit you not, she had a squatty potty, a bidet, and 3-ply toilet paper. So I was like, all right, anal, this is happening. That's pretty tight. You know what I mean? I did try anal for the first time, or as she called it, pegging. One applause for Marcus. Everybody else is leaving. All right. I like it. I've never eaten ass, you know, despite how big my nose is. I've never eaten ass. I did find out that one of the symptoms of COVID is that you lose your sense of taste and your sense of smell. So I feel like right now is the perfect time to try it. You know what I mean? Otherwise, it tastes like shit. You guys got fucking. Hey, here's a quick fuck hack for you guys. Here's a thing that I recently did. I think you guys would like it because you look like a bunch of guys that have sex. Okay, next time you're about to have sex, right? Get eat like a whole bag of Fritos. Eat an entire bag of Fritos, okay? And then when things start to get really hot and heavy, stick your fingers in your partner's mouth and then lean in and whisper in their ear, go, I saved you the best part. So that's something you can tell your parents at dinner if you want. All right, you guys have been so much fun, man. Thank me for having me because I didn't go anywhere, but thank you for including me in your show. This is super fun.
He Debbie.
What a gorgeous couch.
I feel like every time I see a baseball hat with Astros, like I don't know anything about baseball, but I'm just like, oh, they cheated once. And I'll just let you know that word ruined Thanksgiving. I said the word cheater, and it ruined my whole Thanksgiving. Not like an open relationship. We're gay. It was more like he was looking at my cards, and I hated that. About we're moral gamers. So the vodka's hitting. So let me count. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 comics left, you guys. This next one is a goddamn treat. You are so lucky to have him. I call him Okay. Give it up for Teddy Margus.
Karaoke. That couch behind you, Colton, is gorgeous. Would it be mine? I think it's mine. Anywho, let's just get this started right away. I'm thriving in the pansy. I'm calling it a pansy because we're gay and we say cute things. We make up cute names. This pansy's been good. My inner recluse is out, but problem coming, Christmas is coming. Oh my gosh, can't go to a mall or won't go to a mall. I'm petrified. So I just said to my parents, I don't even know what to get you. Now, my mother, who's a catalog queen, loves the catalogs. Catalogs I've never even heard of before. Blair. What is that, a Facts of Life? Is that a Facts of Life catalog? I never heard. What is Blair, Mom? It's where I get your father's work pants. Coldwater Creek. Have you heard of Coldwater Creek? What the hell is Coldwater Creek? Apparently it's like Chico's, but for poorer people. Is there a poorer Chico's? Who knew? So she says to me this. I will send you a catalog and we'll take anything in it. I said, okay. This came in the mail. I'm so excited. I've never been a prop comic. I'm like Carrot Top or Carrot Bottom. I don't know. Anyhow, this is Healthy Living catalog she sends me. Never heard of this catalog. It's called Healthy Living, America's #1 discount healthcare catalog for the elderly. Let me tell you this. I became obsessed with this catalog. There are things in here that you see out in the world and you're like, where did this bitch get that? She got it at Healthy Living. On the cover. You don't even, and look how many stickies I have on there. So I'm going to go real fast because there's so many things I want because now I know I want to be a meme-all. Okay. Right here. There is a band with a magnet on it. It's $9.95. It comes in fuchsia, black, and purple. And the magnet sucks out all the toxins of your body. Isn't that brilliant? All this time, I have been shoving cocaine and pot and, it doesn't matter. $9.95, a magnet, all the toxins come out of your body. Okay, that's just on the cover. Then you open up. How many times have we seen this? I never knew where to get it. The little grocery cart. I want one. I want to go through the supermarket with a little meme-all grocery cart. I never knew where to buy it. Thank God she sent me this catalog. It's the best. Then I kept going through it more and more. Now, this may make you disgusted or maybe throw up a little bit in your mouth, but I don't care. They have, look at this, an industrial strength toenail clipper. Apparently, when you get older and you need to be healthy, you can't just use a CVS clipper. You need industrial, this is a circus quality toenail clipper. I have to go to Home Depot for my pedicure. Well, no more. I don't have to go to Home Depot. Now I'll just get this from Healthy Living catalog. And you keep going through the catalog and they have, look at this. This is crazy. A double page spread. It's like a centerfold. It's like Playboy magazine for the old people. Ready? Double page spread on toenail fungus. Oh my God. There are creams and jams and jellies to help with toenail. There's this little thing right here. It looks like a little steampunk machine. It's like a claw you put on your ugly big toe and you screw it a little bit every day and it pulls your toenail up to avoid ingrown toenails. It sucks to get old. Oh my God. And now we keep on. Hey, another double page spread on what? Hosiery for circulation. Oh my, who knew that you could just wear socks and don't worry about edema? It doesn't matter. You don't need to be healthy and dieting and exercise. You just get the hosiery. Your circulation is fine. Keep on moving, keep on. Okay, when I found this page, I'm spitting, that's weird. Normally I swallow. When I found this page, I said, I'm home. I'm home. It is dusters. Do you know what the dusters are? Those little Mima house coats? I want one. I want to wear one. I want a flannel one in the winter and a satin one in the summer. And I don't want a long one. Look, they come short. There's yellow and blue and purple. I want a duster. Wait a second. Look at this fashionable lady in her satin duster. She could wear a belt and she could go to Fridays for dinner. She could wear it all day at home, put on a belt, and she's ready for the evening. I'm in love with her. She's so gorgeous to me. I love a duster. I want to live in a duster. COVID has made me a meme-all. I want to live in a duster. Look at this. It is the size of a credit card, the entire Holy Bible, and an electronic card. You need a psalm? No problem. Push, 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 push. It comes right up on the credit card. And what I love about it is right underneath is a smokeless ashtray. Have you ever been to a bingo with old people? Girl, they're like 100 and some years old, but they smoke, and it's so no more. Let's get Mima a smokeless ashtray. She won't have to stink up the bingo hall. This one blew my mind. Are you ready? Look at this. This is the 20th anniversary. Did you hear me? The 20th anniversary of the bird clock.
Oh my God.
They've been making this clock for 20 years. You want to hear a canary? Wait till 2 p.m. You will hear a canary. You want to hear the red robin go bob, bob, bobbing? That's at 7 p.m. No, the 20th anniversary. This has been a sellout for 20 years. It's insanity. Here's the part of just one. I got a couple more things that I'm going to go. Look at this. This remote is gigantic. If you can't see the numbers on your remote, you get this. My mother's like, I can't find Netflix. I can't find Wait, if you can't lose this remote in your couch because it's bigger than your couch. Okay. Last but not least, I was very upset to turn to this page. In the middle of the Healthy Living catalog, the America's number one catalog for the elderly, this showed up. No! Wait a second. Wait, I don't even want to know what is this thing for? It's like an anal bead Tower of Pisa. No, and then wait. This is the ugliest dick I've ever seen in my life. Who posed for this dick? No. Why is this in the same catalog as a skin tag remover? They should do a catalog. I don't want to see that. But the clincher, and then I'm going to go, is this thing. It's a chocolate brown sleeve called the Powerful Stroker. You know what scares me about this? There is a check mark on there. I don't know if you can see it. I didn't put the check mark on there, people. I think my father and mother were looking and were like, well, this is a good thing if you want to get jizzed up. Just check this. If she thinks she wants me to buy this for her, I refuse. This is the catalog for healthy living and for memas, not for some dirty whore. Anyhow, I'm Teddy Margus. I love you. Happy holidays. Your Christmas present is coming from Healthy Living catalog.
But this is the office. This is the office background. So I was gonna do a whole office thing, but I haven't seen enough of it. Teddy Margus, you guys, I want to see him review every GQ magazine. I want to see him just like every Vogue, every like, what are you doing? Like it's like a Louis.
Oh wow, this magazine is disgusting.
Exactly. It's like a Louis Black thing without the this, you know. I fucking love it. And why? I fucking love that shit. Also, I love that there's a ashtray in Healthy Living. They're like, well, they're 80. Oh my God. Buy your mama a fleshlight. Please stop being such a dick and just buy your mom a flashlight. Okay. We have a couple comedians left. This next comedian has a podcast, Burnt Orange Juice. Okay. Maybe we'll find out more. Maybe we won't. Maybe they'll just tell jokes. Not like me. Give it up for Sarah Klein.
Uh-oh. Okay, I'll just unplug my mic. The mics are cursed today, the actual mics. I like how Colton said that was the couch from The Office. That's the actual porn casting couch. He referenced earlier, but apparently he's a fake fan. So, you guys remember whenever everyone was all pissed off that Ellen DeGeneres went to that Cowboys game and sat with George W.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get why everyone was so surprised though. Like, no lesbian has ever been scared away by a bush. A real one, anyway. You guys, there's this metaphor that dudes like to use against promiscuous women, and it goes, a lock that opens for any key isn't a very good lock. Listen, my lock doesn't open for just anybody. It's a child-safe lock. Doesn't open for children or stupid people. Guys, I have very strange fears. Lately, my big fear is, like, what if I spend my entire 20s wearing the wrong shade of foundation?
Oh, no.
Like, I think the root of it is I want to have hot pics for my future grandkids to find and say, that was grandma? Like, is it so wrong to want your grandkids to be sexually confused by photos of you in your youth? If that's wrong, I don't want to be right. You guys, you know who I would really love to see as a police sketch artist? Bob Ross. Like, I'm just gonna paint 2 murder victims back here because everybody needs a friend. And I'm sure that the double homicide was just a happy little accident. That joke is for Bob Ross fans only. You know, I love that at least pre-pandemic, we were always sending dudes into children's hospitals dressed up as superheroes. My light just fell. Doesn't matter. Whose idea was that? Like, let's take a group of kids with limited abilities and then bring in a bunch of dudes with superhuman abilities. Just to rub their sad little faces in it. Like, hey buddy, you can't walk. Here's a dude who can fucking fly. That make you feel better? No, my boyfriend actually volunteers at one of those kids' hospitals. He originally wanted to go dressed as Iron Man. I made him go as Iron Deficiency Man. Give them something that they can relate to. Have no fear, Iron Deficiency Man is here and he's ready to sit down. My favorite superhero. You know, I wish airports had an emotional baggage claim. That way, when they lose my luggage, I'm actually pretty psyched about it. Like, what's that? You lost my daddy issues? That's all right with me. I've been looking for a job in this climate. It's great. My favorite job title that I've come across is penetration tester.
Oh.
It turns out that that's a job where you try to hack your own company to make sure that it's secure. So I should probably stop applying because I am not as qualified as I thought. You guys, I hate being on my period. Hot take. Ever been said before. So I find myself doing things to try to make it end faster, like just like jumping up and down a lot. Like I'm this mostly empty bottle of ketchup. Trying to get that last bit out. That's my favorite mental image, and now I have gifted it to you. You're welcome. Sometimes whenever I'm getting hot and heavy with a guy, I don't want to ruin it by telling him that I'm on my period. So I just don't. And then I pretend like it's a surprise to me also. Go, wow. I'm finally a woman. I thought this day would never come. I am now fertile. That's it. You guys, let's end on this joke that everybody hates, but I like it. You guys heard of the practice body sushi? You heard of that? It's like where it's a Japanese practice and you eat sushi off of a model's naked body. I would love to try that, but I am way too ticklish. But I think I found a solution. So I'm gonna have an open casket.
Yes.
Hi, pay your respects. Take a piece of sashimi. Everybody wins. Yeah, anyway, you're all invited. Date to still TBD, but we'll see. I'll get those invitations out. Thank you guys. I've been Sarah.
Oh, this next comic, he thought he had me with this one. Oh, awesome or something. I'm not sure what the insinuation one was with this one. I no, don't talk. It's my time, but you'll have enough. I do want to know. It's art about. I think it's about not eating meat. But I think it did turn sexual in nature as soon as
those sad
just okay. Or was I at the top? I can't tell. Hey, it doesn't matter. We have but not that many comedians. This man has been on the show many times. He has shown his package a couple of times. He has sexually assaulted me not enough times. I'd say it's probably like I don't know, whatever not enough is. He looks more and more like what's his fucking name? From Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. That's what I know him from. Keanu Reeves. He's a bit of a Keanu Reeves character. He also posts on my Facebook a lot, and my stopped talking to me after one of his posts, but I actually stood by him on it. So what credits you have for this? Also, if you're just joining us, welcome. I'm a bit of a host. My name's Colton Dowling, and your next comic is Jared McCorkle. Give it up for Jared McCorkle.
Hello. Hey, everybody. First of all, give it up for Colton. We won't hear you, but give it up. Isn't she lovely? Wonderful. I want someone to circumcise that thing off of his head. That would make my night. That is because it's ruining it thus far. No, things are going really well. Oh, also, the couch is like a joke. It's like a sex joke. You know, it's like, oh, he likes to get peed on. He's real gross. He's like a piss pig. That's what Colton's like. So that's what I'm here to do. Be awful. Also, I have a bone to pick with the order of this show. I'm watching. Look, okay, first of all, I'm gay. And see how my voice goes low and that sounds disappointing because that's the kind of gay I am. And I feel like the order of the show is not correct at all. I should not be last. Like I was like, okay, some more queer people are going to be in the show. That'll be funny. It's great. But if you noticed, they became more powerful as it went along. Like the gays just got gayer and better and like more fantastic. I was worried that the last one was going to be the funniest one on the show. Like after Teddy was great. I was worried it was going to be Teddy and then a like talking butt plug filled with glitter that's funnier than I'll ever be. That's what I was. It was not correct at all. I honestly because the thing is, you're seeing that kind of gay and you're like, holy shit, that look, they have a magic inside of them. And then there's gays that hang out at truck stops, and that's what I'm like. So this is not a great thing for me. No, it is super good to be here. But and I know this isn't a queer show, like not technically, it's not an LGBTQ show, but I do those a lot. And I used to say like I have to do them. It's not that they're not great. It's wonderful. I love to be part of the community that way. I do not love, again, who I have to follow a lot of the time. Because like trans people will be on the show. Okay. And trans, like, fuck that. Not fuck them. They're wonderful, but they have raised the hero bar like rather high. Like people used to see me and like, oh my God, you're gay and it's wonderful. We support you. People would say this in unison, the whole crowd, like, you're wonderful. I really hope you can get married and eat at the fucking Olive Garden or whatever you're not allowed to do now. And it's like, I don't give a fuck about your regular gay. Fuck you. And then sometimes I'll have to like follow drag queens, which is not, this is not a good post drag show at all. Like every drag queen you've ever seen in your life is like this beautiful Rihanna looking person and like juggling chainsaws and like lip singing. And I'm like, hey, I'm here in my butthole. Look at me. It's not not good at all. You do have to, like, if you're queer of some stripe, some variety, you have to kind of, you almost have to talk about it up top just to kind of like, this is what I'm about and this is what I'm allowed to say, so don't cancel me or whatever. I tell people like I'm gay. You also talk about your gender pronouns as a thing that like, you don't have to, but I mean, it does help people. So I tell people I use he and him. I don't use his, but it's not because like it's too masculine. I don't own anything, so there's no point at all ever using that word. It's funny too. Like I got my COVID hair. I got COVID hair is happening right now, and it's funny too because like a comic, hilarious comic, was like, you look like a cult leader, which I was like, I started to get offended by, but then I was like, that is technically management experience. I'm gonna write that on my fucking resume. Yeah, right now. And it sucks too because like I've been kind of going out to work, right? But like I haven't had like a social life much, and like, you know, I mean, none of us can, and I don't really go on Instagram and Facebook that much except to argue with people that now block me. Anyway, so here's but the thing is that like I don't know, I'm just like I was excited about my long hair. I've never had long hair before. And then everybody's got fucking long hair now. Like I can't even feel good about it. It feels like when you would go to 8th grade, like the first day, and you have your new Pumas on, but like you go and everybody has fucking Pumas, and everybody's talking about how you shit your pants in 7th grade. Like that's been my entire thus far. Yeah, this is serious. Like I just lost my job, which sucks. Like I felt like it wasn't a great job in the first place. It really it sucks because I'm. Like, I don't know, like my boss said, you should like, he used this phrase and it kills me. He was like, I'm just going to rip the Band-Aid off and I'm going to tell it. You understand that phrase is like, it's supposed to get better afterwards, not worse. That's the whole fucking point. Anyway, but I'm looking on the bright side, wearing pajamas a lot now. That's fucking awesome, right? Like the pajamas are my favorite because you feel like both like you look like you're 8 years old and 80 years old at the same time. And I don't know why I find that thrilling. Either way, I have a boner and it upsets people, but it's good stuff. What else? Oh yeah, that's always a good sign when a comic's like, what else? Let me just, another thing. What season is it? It's holiday season, right? You know what that means? McRib season. You know what I'm saying? Like I went and got a McRib. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. The one person that also probably has an eating disorder. Here's the thing that it's great about it. Like, and by the way, I live in Brooklyn now, and a lot of people like if you know, in Brooklyn, we don't really say, I got a McRib. We said, I'm getting jizzed up. That's what's happened. So anyway, yeah, why not? Right? But I feel like the other day I walked I swear to God, mile and a half to get a McRib. And that is a double-edged sword. It really is. Because at like one side of that is like the McRib was delicious, as it always is. But on the other end, it's like that level of exercise clearly against the spirit of the McRib. So I feel like I sinned, it's not a good thing. Oh yeah, the other thing, when I lost my job, I've got to say, like, I don't like staying at home and then looking at how the algorithm treats that situation. I fucking hate my algorithm. I really do, because like I really wish I was making this up for comedy. When I got home and like went on my laptop after I lost my job, I got ads for bottles of liquor, a lot of stuff, but bottles of liquor and rope. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean at all. And everybody's like, oh yeah, you should just like accept. Yeah, there's people in my feed holding up Hennessy right now, which is like, yeah, that's great. No, but it's weird to me that the algorithm can do that to you and you're not supposed to feel like annoyed and afraid. Like if I opened up a store, like a physical brick and mortar, and it was just called like Jared's like liquor, rope, and razors emporium, people in the town would burn that store down and they'd kill me too. And they would deserve to, but I just have to accept that for my algorithm, which I find very insulting. World's ending. We can all agree with that, right? With the world probably over. And look, here's how I know the world's over. And this happened a while back. This was like 5 years ago, 10 years ago, something like that. But I noticed that a bad sign was like when like popular people, like normies and jocks and stuff, started getting into like science fiction and fantasy. That was when I knew, like, when fuckable people get into stuff that you're supposed to have like escapism about, like that is not a good sign at all. That's just a culture of people like, I don't give a shit about outside. Look, the way it used to be is like you would like when it was scary to be a nerd, is that you'd go to high school and people would pick on you and you'd go home and like, I bet the elves wouldn't call me a faggot or whatever. And then you would like get into that and it would make you feel better. And now the fact that everybody's doing that just scares the shit out of me. And that really, I mean, that's where I come from. I'm like, I'm running up on 40. That's happening soon. So that means when I was going to school, there were two things that I was afraid people were going to know about. I was from rural Georgia. I was afraid they were going to know that I was gay, but I was way more afraid they were going to find out that I read comics. That was the shame that we used to live with. I really was, to the degree that I swear to God, if I was like, if I had like a backpack on and I had comics in that backpack, if it had like they had torn open accidentally and comics would have like fallen all over the hallway, I would have jumped on that like it was a German grenade and be like, it's just gay pornography. It's not Spider-Man. Please do not beat me up. Look, anyways, this is the last one. Thank you for having me. This is super fun. I love you guys. I really do. This is a blast. It made my COVID. So thank you so much. Give it up for Valerie and Richard and Colton, everybody that did this. I love you.
Aaron McCorkle, everybody. That's a pretty good point. At this point, we are at the end of the show, and we should thank Valerie Lopez for fucking doing all the things that it looks like I'm doing. I did nothing. She did everything. And the other person who's doing everything, like right now, goddamn Tech Wiz, we know him as Richard Goodwin. Give it up. Sound, I can't tell if you hear it. It is I don't know if it translates because I don't understand the tech, but Richard does. And of course Laura Smith beginning. I'm sure you're here with us. Laura, are you in the chat right now? Give it up for Laura. Hell yeah, Laura. Hey Jared, when I laughed at you losing your job, I wasn't laughing at you losing your job. I was laughing that you were taking a sip of coffee and had to remember every time you sipped coffee.
You piece of shit. It's tea.
Okay. I just think losing your job as like a barista, you're just like, oh fuck, every time coffee, every morning you remind yourself.
I was barely employed before, now extra.
I should be brewing this for more people, and I hope that I hope that whatever it is happens. And I hate that this is the last show. And I hate this is the last comedian of the last show. You guys, this is the last comedian of the last show. He's a goddamn fucking treat. A wonder born in anti-Christian anime. If you don't know, now you know. Give it up for Jimmy Smolty.
Hey!
Hey, yeah. Hell yeah, you guys. Fuck. This is some sad times, y'all. You guys, this is the last Comedy Wham isolation show. I'm going to look back upon this memory fondly every time I turn back in my notebook and realize, why do I have jizzed up underlined several times? Gonna bring back fond memories, you guys. There's been a lot of gay people. I'm not actually gay, but I am an artist. So I've probably drawn more dicks than everybody in the show so far. I've drawn a lot of penises in my time, you guys. Not that that's a bad thing. You know, the human body's, it's got some parts on it, you know? Like, they're parts. They all do their thing. Hey, so I was eating popcorn the other day. Seamless transition. It's a weird thing, popcorn, because it's one of the only foods that has to explode before you eat it. You know? Like that and microwave burritos. And both are delicious. I've been wearing a mask a lot. It's not the best, you know, but every time I go into a store to buy beer, I kind of have a young face, but since I've been wearing a mask, they've been selling me beer without IDing me. It's almost like they can just see the sadness in my eyes. They're like, you deserve this. Masks are kind of weird, you know, but I think that you got to look at the silver lining of things. Think about how easy it's made caricature artists' jobs. Probably at least half as easy, you know? I like to think that there was some guy out there who just always wanted to be a caricature artist but could never draw noses or mouths right. Pandemic hit and he's like, now's my chance. He just spent his whole youth drawing pictures of Shredder from Ninja Turtles or something. I don't know. You guys, have y'all ever come up to a red light with your window down on accident? Because I did that the other day. And I thought I was safe because I was like 2 lanes away from the median. But this homeless guy spotted me. And when he saw my windows down, he did like a double take. And then he just started yelling at me from across the street. And he was just like, man, I really miss cooking. And I was like, what? You know, he's like, it's not like he was like, I'm homeless and I need some food or I'm starving. He's like, I can't wait till Top Chef makes a homeless edition. And then he kept going. He's like, if I had $40, I'd spend it all on food. And I was like, that's probably a good investment. And then he was like, and then I would cook it all right now. I was like, whoa, dude, I'm pretty sure you're going to be homeless tomorrow. So, you know, you might want to save some of that. And then he's like, man, when I met my wife, she was bulimic and anorexic. And I was like, I think that's 2 different things. But he was like, and now we got married and she's 40 pounds overweight. And I was like, dude, this guy's cooking can turn one eating disorder into another eating disorder, I guess. And then he just stared at me for a second and walked to the next car, you know? He didn't say anything else. And I was just left there to wonder, like, why was it taking so long for this light to turn green? I don't know what the hell was happening, man. This guy had a whole speech lined up. I guess he was going to the next car to practice it and try to get $40 from them. Hey y'all, I like to play games. You guys like games? My favorite game is Trivial Pursuit, or as I like to call it, stand-up comedy. Guys might know what I'm talking about. All right. I work with children, y'all. I'm a preschool teacher. It's pretty good, you know. It's a learning experience every time I go in there. Those kids teach you so much, man. I feel like every day I go in, they teach me the importance of birth control, you know. They're great, but holy shit. My wife and I are she's a preschool teacher as well. And some people are like, why don't you guys have kids? And it's like, whoa, you don't take your work home with you, you know? And it's probably for the best that we don't have kids, because once my wife was like, hey, what are we gonna name our kid if we have one? I was like, Beavis. And she was like, what the fuck? No, you know, but I was serious, you know, because you can't name your kid Butthead. Not gonna work. Man, I smoke too much weed though sometimes, I think, to deal with kids. This kid asked me for a pipe cleaner the other day and I handed him a paperclip. Fuck, my bad. But he still played with it because kids. I work at a nature-based preschool, which basically means we can put the kids outside all day so they can play with dirt and sand and leaves and sticks, you know, free shit. But they also have access to like stuff like old pans and broken phones and used alarm clocks and old like electronic and basically trash essentially. So they're well entertained. They get to use their mind. They get to create things, you know. They get to come up with funny shit to say all the time. This one kid was trying to get something from a shelf the other day. He was reaching up and I was like, hey, what are you trying to get? What do you want? What do you want to get? You know? And he's like, I want to get high. And I was like, whoa, you know, me too. But I didn't say that because I'm a good teacher. Instead, I was like, hey, wait till high school. And some people are like, you should have at least told him college. But I smoked a lot of weed when I was in high school and I still passed with flying colors. And by that, I mean, I did a lot of mushrooms too. All right. These kids, man, they're crazy though. They always come up to you like, they play these games where they just punch each other and shit, you know? And they came up to you to complain all the time. They're like, this kid just punched me in the face. And I'm like, yeah, they did. And they're like, well, it hurt. And I was like, yeah, man, that's why there's not more professional boxers. And and they're like, yeah, but I don't want to be punched in the face. And I was like, maybe you guys should play safer games like Family or something. And they're like, we were playing Family. And like, damn. Next time, don't pretend to burn that meatloaf. I think that insects are weird, you guys. I think that spiders are creepy, dude. I think most spiders are creepy. The daddy longlegs is a creepy ass spider, and it's weird that it's named the daddy longlegs because isn't longlegs creepy enough? Who wanted to throw daddy in there? You know, just an extra creep out factor. Oddly enough, it's the only spider that will go out for a pack of cigarettes and never come home. You guys, my name is Jimmy Smoltich. Y'all have a great night. Give it up for Comedy Wham. Give it up for all the comedians. Give it up for giving it up and everything. Y'all, what?
America, Jimmy Smoltich. I love a girl in power. That's why I can't wait for Joe Biden to die. Okay. I thought I'd end it with a bang. And that's been Comedy Wham as isolation comedy show. You guys, that's it. We fucking did it. And now I'm going to list all the 2,000 comics that have been on the show from the top. I'm kidding. I don't have that list in front of me. I do very little work. Thank you guys so much for all the PayPal. We truly appreciate it. All these comics definitely appreciate it. I don't want the list of Valerie. She's like, I have it. I was like, fucking on her game. Again, give it up for Valerie Lopez. Fake it. I was gonna say fucking. Fucking and Lara Smith, all the comedians that have been on. We've been doing this since forever, and now vodka is out. Good day, good evening, and I forget what movie this is from, but good. Oh, it's from Willy Wonka. Good day. Bye. You won a comedy. Cut me